I watched this clip a few times, and like the fictional George Washington. I'm not gonna tell a lie and shit. I watched it just because I wanted to look at Kiki Palmer's ass. Okay, I wanted to look at her post baby bod and her that those big glorious what I think are natural cheeks and whatnot. All right, that's the only reason I watched this shit. Everything else that's happening in this fucking clip and shit. You know, shaking my damn head and shit. I'm shaking my fucking head because as far as I know, she's still with the baby daddy. She's still with that guy, and you know that guy. He watched that clip too and shit. Okay, and he didn't like it. All right, he didn't like that shit. So, like, he just wrote a simple response. He said, "It's the outfit, though. You a mom, okay?" And she didn't take too kindly to it and shit. I think they might have broken up by now because he had the audacity. He had the audacity to question her. You know, he had the audacity. Pretty fucked up. So like they had this baby together and shit, right? And a lot of women, a lot of black women have already started dragging this man online and shit, telling him that she did him a favor by having his baby and nonsense like that. You can go read it for yourself. We know how it is. I'm not gonna even use the word accountability or nothing, okay? I'm not gonna fucking use that word and shit, okay? But can you imagine what it feels like to be sitting up with a newborn baby and see your girlfriend, the baby's mother, fucking around with some Pookie and shit and showing her cheeks to the Pookie and shit. Here's an interesting aside and shit. I remember that some fat broad was suing Usher, or some other women was suing Usher and said that he had given them a social disease and shit. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm only saying that was something that happened allegedly, that he had given some women a social disease and shit. And now you got Kiki Palmer displaying her buttocks to him in a mating ritual. Okay? Yeah, she was enjoying the music and shit, right? All right. I mean, we've seen worse subjects and shit like Krishan Rock out here. So I guess that's just the new thing. You bitches get knocked up and you keep it a buck, man. You keep it up, moving up the road and shit. You keep going out to parties and drinking and dancing and twerking and shit, and shaking your fucking ass. And you don't sit your ass down nowhere and shit when you have a bun in the oven. You don't understand that, you don't care that everything you do reads on that baby and shit. All of your experiences, whatever you're taking into your body, the stresses you're putting on your body and shit can affect your child. Okay? And, I guess you guys would get righteous indignation to tell me, oh, like, how dare you tell a woman, about her own body? And I'm like, why shouldn't we tell you about your own fucking body? You don't care about your own fucking body and shit. That's like, what did they do? Did they kill off all the competent older women and shit, or were they just never know no other women and shit? Like the grandmas of the women that was your fucking mothers died off and shit, left y'all hanging and shit. Okay, I feel bad for this dude to have to see that. Just emotionally speaking, as a man, later. No, I'm a human being and shit. You can imagine sitting up with a newborn baby and you see this bullshit on social media or wherever the fuck he saw it. And he responded with a one word sentence and shit. The way he responded let me know he was hurt and shit. And a bunch of women, all you women need to shut the fuck up. None of y'all is getting with Usher or anybody else, Chris Brown or any of the motherfuckers. They ain't looking at you. You way in the back of the fucking line. You're like a couple of continents away and shit from, sitting on Usher's peen and shit, okay? All right, you ain't getting nothing. All right, just get over yourself. All right, stop with these stupid ass comments and stop co-signing this shit. I want to, honestly, like, oh, girl already had the baby. At least we can say that. Like, far as Krishan Rock goes, I want to see what that baby looked like when she had that fucking baby. That baby gonna come out and be developmentally challenged. She should probably be a pinhead or something after all the bullshit she been doing, all the stimulus she been giving that baby in her, in her womb. And I'm just tired, man. You sisters, y'all don't have no fucking filter, man. You're gonna flame out. You're flaming out. You are becoming the standard bearer for what we are now calling America Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? And I ain't no fucking proving this shit. I already told you bitches that I looked at the clip a bunch of times just because I wanted to see Kiki Palmer's fucking ass. Okay, I wanted to see her fat ass. Okay, I like the way her ass looked in this outfit and shit. But I shouldn't see that. Only her boyfriend, her man, should see that. Okay, she even announced it. Like when I'm looking at this shit, I feel like it's a shame. It's a double jeopardy and shit. Because like she didn't a lot of people keep that shit private, man, when they're having kids and stuff. Okay? Like she announced her fucking pregnancy on Saturday Night Live. Okay, she announced her fucking pregnancy on Saturday Night Live. And then she's just been going around doing her and shit since she had the fucking baby. Alright? And who knows what she was doing while she was pregnant. Alright? It reminds me of the Naomi Osaka. She's pregnant too now. And she's having a baby out of wedlock and shit. And it's just the thing to do because you guys are a race unto yourself and shit. And the minority majority is feeding into this social programming and shit to drive a wedge, to drive us further apart as people. And I find that I'm totally cool about it as a misogynist anarchist and shit because like I do think we need a hard reset. And I guess you guys can't change your programming. You can't even get out of your situation. Not enough for you to make a difference. So we'll just have to let it go where it goes and shit. Eventually, you guys are whatever you have out of your fucking cooch, out of your disease box, is going to be the shit that white supremacy gets to play with. You're going to be the monopoly pieces, white supremacy, and like real kings, real brothers will be citizens of the globe, of the diaspora, and they'll be building their lives elsewhere where they have a hell of a chance, okay, to have families, that actually be in like fulfilling marriages, build nuclear families, I guess we should call it, You're gonna, if you're a black man listening to me and you're seeing all this bullshit, you don't understand what you're looking at and shit. I'm gonna tell you, you're looking at the decline of Western civilization, and here in the slave quarters, we're the canaries in the coal mine. So everything that's happening with us will expand outwards and then go for everyone else. Every other ethnic group will follow suit. Okay? Right? I don't even want to go into any further and shit. No, I think it's shitty to do that to the person you have a kid, you're sharing a kid with. You're going to be raising this kid together theoretically, but I'm pretty sure you're probably going to X him out and shit because he had the audacity to say something to you about your shitty ass behavior as a life partner, as a fucking girlfriend, as a goddamn woman. All right? So, I want Dr. Umar to get his fat ass up and come on down here and tell us that shit again about how black men are to blame for all the bullshit, in our ethnic community and shit, and how we're negligent in our fucking duties and shit. Tell us how we're the problem and shit. When you see this goddamn woman out here, putting her cheeks on display for a dude, a dude with a hot link downstairs and shit, a Lothario and shit. And I don't give a fuck about his life or nothing. Okay, that bitch had a baby and all that crap. But here she is fucking around, you know, obviously want to give him some action. And she had a whole man at home and a newborn baby. And she's out fucking around. And don't you, none of you bitches tell me nothing about, oh, well, like she's allowed to like let her hair down and all this shit. Well, she's rich. Okay, she's wealthy and shit. She's wealthy. She's more wealthy than the average black woman and shit. All right, she's more wealthy and shit than the average black woman and shit. She didn't have to have this baby if she didn't want to have the fucking baby and shit. And she could hire some goddamn nanny or something for the baby, and her man could, kick it together, and she can show him her cheeks and shit. She could wear that outfit for him. But I guess he don't rate. I guess he's just a donor. Okay. A lot of you bitches, you're always talking about how we make baby mamas and shit. You guys making sperm donors out of people and shit against their will. Involuntary sperm donors and shit. And I say this. Are you listening to me? Protect your tangibles, all your assets. Keep your head on the swivel above all else. Especially looking at this shit, Protect your seed and shit because, that's your future. That's your legacy and shit. And making a child with the wrong woman and shit is a recipe for disaster. Okay? Don't give them the opportunity. SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.
to the other show. On this side right here. You ready?
Congratulations! This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.